Product managers are ultimately responsible for the delivery and execution of the team's projects. As a PM, you've probably had your fair share of projects that took longer than planned, which frustrates you, stakeholders, and leadership. A popular computer science book, Mythical Man Month, by Turing Award winner Fred Brooks, tackles this topic in depth. So in this video, we're going to talk about the key ideas from this book and how it applies to your day-to-day as a product manager. But first, welcome to Liftoff PM. I'm Kevin Wei, a senior PM at Amazon, and on this channel, I share my PM interviewing tips and career strategies with you. I recently landed offers from FAANG and top startups, and I spent the last 3 years helping PMs land great offers as an interview coach. We have free lessons on this channel, and if you want access to our complete paid course, click the link below. We know there's a lot of courses out there, but you can think of our course as an accelerated program where we share everything we've learned from years of coaching clients like yourself to ace PM interviews. And we'll keep making free content, so an easy way to show support is to like this video and subscribe. Now let's get into it. So the book talks about the Mythical Man Month, which is a hypothetical unit representing the work done by one person in 1 month. One of the main takeaways here is that it's a myth that you can estimate meaningful work in quote-unquote man months. In fact, Brooks' law says adding manpower to a late software project makes it later. In other words, the effort in a project is not directly proportional to the number of people involved. The saying, too many cooks in the kitchen, doesn't come from nowhere. Throwing more chefs into a small kitchen won't necessarily speed up the cooking process. It likely introduces more overhead and the need for more coordination and therefore decreases efficiency. Likewise, in product management, increasing the size of your cross-functional team doesn't guarantee a faster launch. This might seem like common sense, but it's a common misstep amongst product leaders. Just imagine the time required for the new teammates to learn about a project and any additional required communication overhead that will take up even more time and slow down the project overall. Another key concept in the book is that there's never a silver bullet. There's never a single management technique, agile methodology, or technology that will fix your problems. Now, this is not to say that process improvements never work. It's to say that you should be skeptical that a singular process or tech stack change will fix your problems. Another main concept in the book is the second system effect. Brooks emphasizes the danger of an engineering's second major project after an initial success. Excitement and ambition often leads to over-engineering and feature bloat, which slows down development due to increased dependencies, as well as a higher risk of building something that wasn't needed in the first place. In product management, this translates to the importance of setting clear goals and priorities for a project. Think about what you're really trying to achieve, set a clear hypothesis on how you can get there, and build only what's needed to validate that hypothesis. Focus on what truly adds value. In general, the second system concept is supported by the general knowledge that teams should try to do fewer things better. Brooks suggests a quote-unquote surgical team approach, where small, skilled teams tackle specific parts of a project. This applies directly to product management. You can't solve everything yourself, but you can definitely empower those around you so that your team is greater than the sum of its parts. Collaboration between designers, product managers, engineers, researchers, marketers, and more is essential. Another commonality between a surgical team and a software team is that there should be one final decision maker. If there is not a single name who is ultimately responsible for the outcome, whether it's surgery or an engineering project, projects will flounder due to slower decision making. There's a lot of frameworks on this topic, like the RACI matrix, that's responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. And you can use this to help your teams know who's responsible for making decisions and what level of information they are expected to have. The last takeaway I had from this book is that the hardest part about software development is actually designing specs. He goes as far as saying, the hardest part of the software task is arriving at a complete and consistent specification, and much of the essence of building a program is in fact the debugging of the specification. This applies to the system and API design, of course, but I think it also extends to being a PM. If your requirements aren't clear and if you haven't considered the technical implications of them, eng designs will go slowly, and implementation will be delayed. And with respect to debugging specifications, this alludes to the fact that designs should be iterative between product and engineering teams. Brooks says that a spec should include anything that touches the end user. When I was reading this, I was really impressed at how user-forward he was. Measure twice, cut once. So in summary, adding more teammates to a project that's already late will make it even more late. No single methodology change will 10x your productivity. Be careful of feature bloat. Stay focused on what your goal is and what you are trying to prove. And lastly, defining clear specs will set you up for success. One last note, the book was written in 1975, so although a lot of the author's terminologies on society would not be used today, the concepts are still as relevant as they were 50 years ago. That's it for this video. Let us know what other books you might want to hear about. We're happy to do discussions, summaries, takeaway videos like this one if the book is meaningful and valuable to PM careers. Good luck with any upcoming PM interviews, and click the link below to access our comprehensive paid PM interview course. This is going to be the same advice we give our students, and it's helped so many of them land their dream PM jobs at FAANG companies and top startups. We'll see you in the next video.